Guys, right, I'm in Pixie and we're just off somewhere to go and pick up a ply lining kit for the back. Hopefully this weekend I'm going to get it all insulated. I've got all the insulation I need, and I'm going to coat the ply in the same vinyl I got Nina's kitchen done in, so because I've got plenty of that left over. I'll go and get that, and it's all cut to size, you know, all cut to shape ready and everything. I've just got to screw it in basically, so that should be easier than measuring it all out and trying to cut it out and everything, which I've done in the past, and you know, this is, you can do it, but this is much easier. Right, I'm going to go down and get it, so I shall talk to you in a bit. Bye. So I've just picked it all up. It's all in the back there, as you can. So I just got to fit it now this weekend. He's given me a big box of screws with it, which is quite good. They're called Ply Lining Services Limited in Gloucester, in Hardwick. So I've got a big load of paperwork on how to fit it. Gives you fitting instructions and everything as well. So that's good. So I'm going to go and get some lunch now and have a look at doing my insulation before I cover it up with that. So see you in a bit. Hi guys, right, it's Pixie weekend, so we're working on Pixie this weekend, doing the insulation and lining it out. I'm also going to be covering the plywood before I put it up, so I've got that vinyl left over from when I was doing it on Nina's kitchen. So I've got all the other pieces of wood laid out in the garden ready for the PVA water glue mix, which seals the wood off and helps the vinyl stick better. But this one piece here that goes along this side, which is the driver's side, obviously I've got a window behind there, so I need to cut that out. So I'm going to try and work out how to build the hole for that. I've got this panel, which was for the side window, sliding door side window. That's cut out to the right size, so I'm going to use that as a template for this side, and it's just a case of working out where to put it on the sheet of wood. So I'll get back to you in a bit. So at the moment we're covering the plywood in a PVA water glue mix, which is going to make the vinyl stick a lot better. So we're just making sure Jen hasn't missed any little bits out. I've done the other sides already. The wind's just decided to pick up. Oh. And once that's done, I can vinyl it or cut the window out of that bit. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it? But it's glue. Right, we'll come back to you in a bit. Say goodbye, Jen. So whilst Jen's doing that, I'm going to strip all these panels out and get it ready for insulating. There we go, the van is completely empty of panels. It's all echoey in there, all ready to insulate. What I am going to do is tonight I'm going to put I'm not going to do any insulation tonight. I'm going to put a heater in here for an hour when it gets dark, and I'm going to take a picture with my infrared thermal camera, and because there's no you know, the inside basically is just separated by that metal, the van you should see glowing. Then I'm going to do the same tomorrow once I've done the thermal insulation inside, and take a picture again around about the same time after leaving the heater in there for an hour, and see how much of a difference it is and what the temperature is. So, although the temperature could vary, it might be warmer tomorrow night or colder. So tonight I'm just going to put the vinyl on the panels, and that'll be that. Come back to you in a minute. This is going to be my first panel that I'm going to put the vinyl on. It's quite delicate now because I've cut the window out, and you can see there's not an awful lot of strength there now. if I can put it in without breaking it, then it should be quite strong. So I'll come back when I've stuck some vinyl on it. So this is the first strip on. As you can see, it's just like Nina's. I'm going to put some trim, some of that black knock-on trim around the inside of the window, if I've got enough to fit. So, right, I'll come back to you when that's done. Well, I got this far on it tonight. The roll I had, I thought I had a lot more on it. Didn't even have enough for this panel, which was the first one. So I'm going to have to get some more. Apparently B&Q do exactly the same stuff, but it's £7 I think for 2 metres, which is quite a lot. I think I paid about £30 for about 10 metres. Is that right? Something like that, I can't remember. Might have been 25, something like that. Anyway, yeah, I need to get some more. Might pop to B&Q just to get a couple, get enough to do, finish this one off and do the opposite side panels for now, and then maybe get another roll, so I'll keep some for repairs and things anyway. So that's probably it from me for today, apart from my little thermal test later in Pixie, and yeah, I'll do that today, and then tomorrow I'll crack on and do the insulation. I may have to just fit the all the panels back in for now, and then take them back out when I need to line them, and I can get some paper or some vinyl. So yeah, so that's it for now. I'll see you in a bit when I do the thermal stuff. Take care. Right, I'm going to do this little test now with the heater. So I've got my heater down there, got it hooked up to that electric, and Sam's out. So I'm going to switch that on. I'll do a quick recording in the van now before it heats up, and then I'll do another one in about an hour. So next thing you'll see will be an infrared image. Right, so this is the inside of the van. There's my heater. I did just have it run in for a couple of seconds, so just make sure it's still working. So we're looking at a temperature on the floor. I'll tell you what, I'll do it on the wall here. So that's where the heat's going to go out. So 17 degrees there at the moment. So let me just take a picture of that. So let's just go in there. I've got down the side of Nina. So we got no real heat signatures at all. The street's actually a lot warmer. It's 21 degrees. And Nina is down at 18. So I'm going to put the heater on in a minute. Let's take a picture of it from the front. Got some video. Not Nina, did I say Nina? I think it's Pixie. So there we go, about 18 degrees, 17. Windows 17. And the bulkhead's 18. So we'll switch this on. I'll lift it forward onto the flat bit. And we can watch that heat up. Let's get it oscillating. There we go. Right, so we'll leave that for an hour. I'll put the back door down. So you can see there that the heater's just warmed that part of the wheel arch up. Right, so that's chucking air around in there. Let's put this back door down. Oh. There we go. Right, we'll see you in about an hour. Right, it's now been an hour and 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Do Nina. Right, was letting out heat there, definitely. I can actually see through that to the opposite wall. Or was that? Oh no, it's the light. It's a reflection of the light. So, okay, that's about the same as it was, a bit cooler. Window, I think that's gone up a couple of degrees. Very hot on that side. This window, 21 degrees. Look at that. This door, which is blocked by the seats. We've got the side door there glowing away. We've got the window glowing away. We've got that panel glowing away. And then this is where the track is for the side sliding door. And there we've got the wheel arch area, which is showing heat coming through as well. And this side, oh wow, just look at the heat in there, 28 degrees on this side, and it was more over to this side. This side's glowing. So tomorrow, window then. So I've got tears around here. So this is glowing. Doesn't feel hot to touch or anything. Oh, it's very warm in there. So there you go, you can see where the cold's coming in. You can see where the heat's been retained. And that's blowing straight up that wheel arch and that pillar there. In fact, this is a better test of it because that's where all the cold's coming in. And the same on this side. But it's just and the floor, well, the floor isn't glowing at all. You can see the cables are heated up. It's cool out here where the cable's outside. It's glowing where it's been inside. Ceiling, all the heat's going out there. The roof fans retained a lot of heat in it, but the rest is all just cold coming down into the van. That's amazing. Right, let's see what it does tomorrow when we've got the insulation in there. It should not look like that, apart from the windows. As it happens, those are the exact bits that I'm going to be insulating tomorrow. So there we go. I've got some thermal blackout curtains to go across the front there. Wow. So, I think the insulation is going to be doing a lot of good tomorrow. We'll do all this again tomorrow night when I've got all the insulation in and I've got all the sides on and everything. Alright, Sam. And I'm going to go to bed now. I'm knackered. I'll see you all in the morning. Bye guys. So there you go. So that was pretty fantastic, wasn't it? A brilliant little camera. All the places I expected to insulate, that's what showed up is needed insulating. I wasn't expecting the double skins actually to look as self-insulating as they do. Obviously a metal tube with air running through it is half decent insulation, but my plan is to put silver bubble wrap over all the panels, especially where you see the dark purple patches in the video just now, and over the top of that I've got some like quilt like stuff, type of thing they use in dog bedding. It's like a quilt fill-in type thing, about 2 inches thick and or 1.5 inches, so it'd be like wrapping the whole thing in a quilt really. So you know how warm quilts are, so that's good good insulation. And then the old panels will go back on, and then I've got a ply lining kit to go on top of that as well. So I'm going to do the sides and the roof, the floor. I'm going to put the silver foil bubble wrap on, and then the ply on top. I can't really do any more than that because I don't want to lose much height. So yeah, so that's what we'll do with the floor. That's it. So I'll go and get the insulation and we'll crack on with it. So I'll just show you quickly what I'm going to be putting in. This is the silver foil. I'll be sticking that to the walls, the skins first, using just some Screwfix no nonsense spray adhesive, and then on top of that I'll be putting this stuff, which is, yeah, that's about 2 inches thick. It's literally the sort of thing you find in a quilt or a dog bed or something like that. So it's full of air, it's quite puffed up, it's full of air, very light, and yeah, should create good insulation. It comes very highly recommended. So when I stick it on, I'm just going to overlap up to this double skin here. I'll go across that, down all around the edges there. And it was particularly these single skins that were letting in the worst cold. So excellent. And then obviously these, I may, this is quite a wide part there. Need to wash that off a little bit. I'll put the silver stuff in, and I may put a double if I've got enough. I think I've probably got loads. I might put a double layer of that just in the bottoms, because it's thicker. Okay, guys, so I've been doing it. It's taken me a while. It's been quite warm. It's a really hot day today, so I'll show you quickly now. I've still got the floor to do in a minute, and then obviously I've got this wadding stuff to put in, and then I'm going to start putting panels on. So this is what I've done so far. I've done all the cavities, the side bits, the ceiling, this side, all down there. Just got to do the floor next, and I forgot to do the tailgate as well, so I'll need to do that at some point. I might not do that today. That'd be easy enough to do on its own. Oh, it's hot doing this. Right, I've done all the silver stuff. So I've done all the walls and the side door. I've done the floor, wheel arches, and obviously the ceiling as well. Now I'm going to start on the duvet type stuff. So hopefully we can get some panels back up again soon now. I'll get on with that. So that's all the thick insulation gone in there. I've done all the sides at the back, that side under the window, the door, and obviously the ceiling. So I'm just going to put the original panels back on for the minute, which are right there, and I'll test it again later for with the thermal camera and see if it's made a difference. So this is with the insulation all done. Obviously the floor's not laid yet, but same experiment tonight. It is now 5 to 9. We'll check it 10:15. with the thermal camera. Hi guys, right, it's been 1 hour and 20 minutes and it is now just before 10:15, so we're going to swap over to the thermal camera and see if there's any difference. I hope so after today, a lot of work. Right, I've got no insulation on the back door at the moment, so you can see that the top of the back door there is glowing away, so it's letting heat out. But look, there's the double skin of the door pillars, but look at the panels that I've insulated, they're purple, they're not letting heat out. Look at it from the front. It is glowing a little bit. And this side was really glowing last night, and that's all. No, that's all pretty similar. Right, let's open up the back doors. Okay, we're back to video now. Let's just unlock it. There's a lot of heat coming out of that. Okay. And there we go. No, no dark purple bits. Actually, the bits that were glowing last night when the other bits were purple, oh no, they were all retaining heat last night, weren't they? Yeah, so there's definitely some leakage around the edge. Nothing like last night, and the floor actually is nowhere near as bad, especially around the heater. That's retained a lot of heat, a little bit cooler at that end, but the floor's improved dramatically. That was about 20 degrees, and bear in mind that's not got the panels on. That is a little bit purple, but there's a lot more heat in it. And I did stuff a lot of insulation in there, so that's pretty good. I did put a lot of it at the bottom as well, actually. But altogether, that is retaining quite a lot of heat up to yesterday. Look at the roof, didn't I? Oh, the roof. Yeah. That's well insulated. You can see the cross beams now. Rear arch is good. Yeah. That looks a bit cooler down there. Not sure why. And down the bottom of there. So all these things are good to look at. I don't think I need to change the insulation at all. I think that's more than enough. I might put some extra insulation on there before I put the lining kit on. When you down that side as well. So yeah, that's going to get some extra insulation up there. May shove a bit more in there as well, and a little bit more down there. Other than that, that's it. Perfect. Very pleased. The floor's obviously going to have ply on it and a vinyl covering, so that'll be good enough. That's fine. That's retaining a lot of heat up to what it was yesterday anyway. All this was purple I think yesterday, and the fire was glowing. But the fire is now colder than the floor by the looks of it. Very pleased. Worth the hard work. So tomorrow I'll probably do a little bit more. I'm going to hopefully get at least this side lined with the ply lining kit. And I've got stuff to do for the rest of the day, but in the morning hopefully just that one. Who knows, I might get this panel done as well. That's it for tonight. I'm knackered. I'm going to go and have a shower and then I'm going to go to bed, I think. So thanks guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Hi guys, this is the next day. As you can see, I've gone on with the next panel. Managed to get a little bit more vinyl. The other panel I finished off, that's already in there. I'll put this one in and I'll show you them up. I haven't got a lot of time today. I've got to go somewhere in an hour, so I shall come back to you in a second. Right, there we go then. That's the first ply line inside, and the second ply line inside. And the next thing will be the floor. Not today though, because I've got to be somewhere in half an hour. So very good. Quite chuffed with that. So once I do all the lining, I'll try the thermal camera again with the heater in there. So it's bound to be a little bit better with that on as well. So very pleased. Still got to do the door one and still got to do the tailgate, but I need to get some more of the vinyl. We've run out again. Excellent. Well, it's another day and I'm back to it. I've just coated the side door panel. We're getting low on this stuff again, this vinyl, so I've had to mix and match it along there, but it's on the side door so it doesn't matter. If you just glance at it, you're not going to notice at all. I mean, luckily the pattern's quite busy anyway, so not to worry. So I'm going to go and put this in now, and then I've got to insulate the tailgate and try and find enough out of the rest of those rolls to cover those bits of wood as well. I might have to go and get another roll. Right, I'll be back in a bit. Busy. As you can see, the side door's now done. Left there. It's looking quite good, isn't it? I've also fixed the flooring down as well. That's all fixed now, so that's not going to move about anywhere. So far this is what it looks like. A fixed floor. It's actually got a nice grain in the floor as it is. I've got the liner up there. I'm not going to glue it down until I've done the tailgate, which is the next job this afternoon. There we go, side door, side panel. Jenny's got some paint for the wheel arch covers, the wooden boxes that go over there. So yeah, so I'll surprise you with the colour of that. It's going to be the same colour for the little kitchen pod and the little buddy seat as well, so which are going to be removable obviously, because this is a dog van and a work van. Yeah, good stuff. Hi guys, so I'm sat in the back of Pixie. I'm just insulating the tailgate now, and once I've done that I can coat the ply lining bit and fit the ply lining boards on, so hopefully it'll be really snug in here for the dogs obviously. Right, there we go. Silver foil, I've put the wadding on. I've not put any silver foil in the bottom because there's a lot going on in the door. There's like a lot of cross members, and there's the mechanics down there for the door lock and everything. There's some electrics up here somewhere. So I've basically just absolutely stuffed it with this white stuff. It's just like spilling out. There's so much in there. So that should be okay. So I'm just going to put the panels back on now, and I've got to go and coat the bottom panel for here with the same stuff as that. Yay, last panel done. There's one more panel to be done, but that's having something special done. So yay. I just realised that this panel for the top of the tailgate is the wrong shape. Looks like it's for a T4 or T25 or something with a bigger back window. So there's not a window in there, it's a solid tailgate, but is going to cover up the insulation I've put in the back there. Look. So that's my panel that I just covered outside. So yeah, so this is the wrong shape, so I'm going to have to take that back tomorrow and see if I can get one that's the right shape. Hi guys, right, this is going to be my third and final thermal heat test. So I've got all the panels on now and all the insulation's in. So yeah, this should tell me how good it is, apart from the wheel arches. You know, the wheel arches are still bare at the moment. That's fine. So I'm going to leave the heater on for an hour, and I shall come back out with my thermal camera and see if any of it's glowing from the outside and if there's any purple from the inside. So fingers crossed. Right, so here we are again. How do I look weird? Right, if you remember, the whole back door glowed before, and now it's only glowing around the edges. So that is absolutely fine. My insulation is working on the back door. The sides all purple. Just a bit of glowing on the corners around the edges. That's fine. It's going to look from the front. That window's glowing, so there's no thermal insulation on that. In fact, a lot more heat seems to be directed at the windscreen now. All the heat's pushing forward. Yep, nothing's glowing on the side, just the window. The windows are glowing a lot more. Right, let's go and open the back door and hopefully see everything glowing. That insulation is working great, isn't it? You can see around the edges, but I haven't gone quite to the edges. But once I put that board on the top part of the tailgate, then that should be different. And down there, that's pretty much, you can see where I've actually been stuffing the insulation in there. It's not in there straight, and you can see all little swirls of it. So, right, ready? Oops. Unlock it first. Here we go. Oh. There we go. Yep, kept all the heat. Perfect, even the floor. Just stand back here a minute. And I'll tell you something, since the panels are all back on, it's retaining the heat up in the, oops, where are we? In the panels. That went cold really quickly when I was filming last time. That's awesome, that's staying really warm all the time. You can see the top of the headrest where all the heat's been pushed forward, because the heat's built up so much in the back here because it's not going anywhere. It's pushed all the heat forward. Absolutely perfect. Job done, good job. So that result is absolutely perfect. I mean, it couldn't be any better than that, I don't think. All the heat is staying in there. The windows were glowing like mad. That's the first time. The first two tests, it was better the second time, but this time all the heat's been pushed into the front because it's built up in the back so much, and so much that it just pushes forward to the front, and the windows were glowing. So very chuffed. I can feel the heat coming out of there now. It's just none of it's escaped, it's all still in there. It's all coming out of the back door. Absolutely brilliant. It works, yay! talking quietly because it's like 25 past 10. Really pleased. It's great to know that all that hard work was worth it, and I will definitely, any van I do in future, I will definitely be doing this too. And brilliant. I've got to make some window blinds now, thermal window blinds, and we've got a blackout curtain to go across there, which is also a thermal curtain, so all the heat's going to stay in the back. It's going to be a lovely warm van in the winter. Lovely. Right, that concludes my thermal experiments, I think. So camera, absolutely brilliant. If you ever get a chance to use one, I could completely recommend it. When you're doing a build, it shows you exactly where you need to put insulation and how well it's working. And I'd say we were probably 95% working on this one now, so that's great. Very pleased. Right, cheers guys, I shall see you soon. Bye.